Alright, so welcome everyone to the channel. As I said in the last video, my next video was going to be on this car, and I didn't lie. But unfortunately, this video is not going to be the typical video that I normally do. Normally I like to walk around the car, like to show you under the hood, show you the inside, talk about kind of the quirks and things like that, and the story with the car, and then take it out for a little drive, show you how it drives, how it performs, and then wrap it up. I could still do that, but because this car is not operating properly right now, and I was hoping it would be, but it's not, I don't want to do that. I want to wait until the car is completely dialed in, completely tuned in, before I really get in depth with this car. So, as you may know, if you follow the channel, I ended up trading my 1969 Jaguar XKE for this car. And I traded to an associate of mine, a guy I've known for a couple of years, and we talked back and forth, and he's a car guy, I'm a car guy. So I knew I was trading down. I knew the Jaguar was worth more than this car, but I was okay with it. He told me about a few quirks and things that needed to be fixed, a few things that needed to be dialed in with this car, no big deal, and all that has been taken care of. With the exception of the air conditioning that's not blowing cold right now, all that has been taken care of. But the problem that I found with it as I was driving it and as I've done more research is that the car's got a pretty good cam in it, and it needs a stall converter, which it doesn't have. So my plan really was just to go ahead and sell the car, knowing that that was the situation, and explain to whoever bought the car that, hey, look, it's either going to need a stall converter or it's going to need a different cam, and let the new owner make that decision. Well, all that kind of changed last week. Eddie finished up with his part on the car, did what he needed to do, and I decided to go ahead and go get it. Just got the title back in my name, so I thought, okay, great. Bring the car back here to the toy shop, and then go ahead and list it for sale or for trade and see what I could do, see if I could maybe trade, maybe get a little bit of money, or just sell the car outright, which was preferably what I wanted to do. But then as I'm driving, I'm noticing that it's taking off in second gear. It's not wanting to take off in first. It will take off in first if I lock it down into first and manually shift it through each gear, it's fine. But to actually just take off in first when it's in drive, it doesn't want to do it. Now I tried the whole backing up procedure, and it seems like after I do that, the first time when I lock it into drive, it will shift through the two gears. We'll start in first and go all the way through third just fine. But after that, it stops. Check the fluid on. Fluid level is good, but the fluid looks a little burnt. So yeah, it sounds like probably something's going on internally in the transmission. So the plan is to take this down to Al's transmission again and tear into the transmission. By tearing into the transmission, might as well go ahead and throw a stall converter in it. If it gets too deep, I'll probably stick a 700R in this car and just have the overdrive and make it a nice driver. And then I'll probably go ahead and get the air conditioning fixed and everything like that, and then just drive it for a little while it's up for sale and see what I can do with it. The car has grown on me, but it keeps doing this stuff to kind of throw me off. Every time we think we've got things kind of figured out and it seems like it's kind of dialed in, it throws me off and it throws me a curve, and then I'm back here. So obviously I'm going to end up dumping a lot more money into this car than I anticipated, which means I'm going to be even more upside down in it. This is a very bad time to sell, so I'm probably not going to get the money that I want to get back to recoup for the General Lee, to do things to the General Lee, because that was my plan. But you know what they say about the best laid plans? This is not the first time this has happened to me. So yes, I know what you're saying. Mike, are you complaining? Seriously? I mean, look at all the cool stuff you got. No, it happens. It does happen. It's just unfortunate. You have plans and what you want to do, and then it doesn't quite work out, but everything has a way of working out for the best. So I'll get this car right. I'll get it all tuned in and dialed in and running great. We'll end up doing a video on it, and I'll show you guys that. And then, like I said, I'll end up selling it or trading it or doing something with it. But I think ultimately I do want to get rid of the car. Again, it has grown on me more. I do like it, but I'm thinking if I'm going to go back up to an extra car, I think there's other cars I'd rather have out there. I'm not really sure what that is right now, but I think there's other cars I'd rather have. So once I get this thing dialed in, everything is done with it, and it's a great operating car, then I can go ahead and stick it up for sale, hopefully sell it. If not, maybe trade it for something, maybe get a little cash on the side to kind of help with projects and things like that. And if not, everything's good. It's not like there's stuff I have to do to vehicles. There's nothing that's a necessity at this point in time. Just stuff that I had wanted to do, especially now that I'm off work. I got a little more time on my hands, a little more ability to go do things, but that's okay. Still got some projects going on with the General Lee. I will keep you guys posted on that. Actually, the next one should be new rims and tires, so I'll definitely share that with you. And then we're going to do some paint work, kind of clean that up, and then I want to do some interior work to it, and then that's probably going to be it. The big focus is going to be on getting this one right. And I really do think that once this thing's right and it's got the stall converter, and especially if I end up going with the 700R, I think this thing's going to be a real beast. It's already a beast now, but to get it to where it's operating right, where it's operating off the line the way it's supposed to and doing what it's supposed to, I think this thing's going to be a real beast of a car. It runs really good. For you guys that don't know, it's a 72 Pontiac Le Mans with the Endura option. It's not a numbers matching car, but it does have a 400 motor under the hood, turbo 400 transmission. It's got headers, it's got a fairly aggressive cam. I think it's 11-to-1 compression, so it's running some pretty good compression. Definitely likes 91, and I had a little bit of an octane booster just to help it out and just to make sure it doesn't ping or diesel or anything like that. And the car runs really good. It sounds really good, it performs really good, and it really is a nice looking car. It's super clean, interior's clean, paint is in nice shape, under the hood looks good. It's a nicely optioned car with air conditioning, and it really does. It looks good. Everything's working now. Got a new carburetor on it. There was an issue with the starter. It needed to be shimmed up. That's taken care of. Brakes have all been gone through and are working really good. All the gauges are working now. Eddie's actually done a lot with this car and got it tuned in much better than when I first got it. It's just now comes the expensive part, going through and getting the transmission all taken care of. But that will happen. So rest assured, I'll get it there, and then some lucky person down the road is going to end up with this car. So with that, I'll end the video. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember that all my pertinent information will be down in the description below, somewhere down in here. And yeah, God bless. Take care. Guys, have an amazing day.